Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. And in this video, I'm here to let you guys know how to protect your energy. Now, before I even get into some different methods I use for myself, recognize that at the end of the day, you have to love yourself. Truly love yourself, do the shadow work, elevate in life. And the things that other people try to do to you, whether it comes from taking your energy, trying to get a reaction out of you, and all of those different types of things, it won't really affect you. People these days could say anything they want to me to make it seem like I'm something I'm not, but it's never going to affect me because I know truly who I am. And by knowing who you are, these comments will not get to you. I'm telling you. Now, how do you work on loving yourself? I'm not going to lie. If you don't, it is going to take a minute because you're trying to reprogram your brain from a long time worth of different things that you were probably thinking. So it comes with doing shadow work, it comes with meditating, journaling, and truly loving yourself of like doing things that you want to do that's going to elevate your self-worth. And once you do that, all the other methods I give you is going to be void because you will need these other little gimmicks to make sure people aren't messing with your energy. But before you get to that point, I do have the gimmicks for you guys to let you guys know what I do on a day in and day basis. Now, recognize I do social media, so I get people hating on me every single day. I do TikTok, people in my inbox, Instagram, people in my inbox, because people don't want to see you win out here. So while you're trying to climb up the ladder, you're going to have people hating on you and trying to take your energy. Now, the first thing I do, I do this thing called, okay, well, the main basis of the gimmicks is number one, just ignore people. If you ignore what people are trying to say to you, they can't take your energy. It just becomes like you have a wall on you, but that comes with you being emotionally detached, calm, and not, even if you feel some type of way in your head, you really got to ignore these people because as soon as you give them a reaction, then they take your energy. For example, someone could tell me, hey, Travis, you're ugly. Just look at them. 1,000 yard stare, fluoride stare, look them straight in the eye. And what you're going to show that person is what you just said didn't really affect me. But this is how they take your energy. If someone says, hey, you're ugly. Oh my God, like, why do you think I'm ugly? I'm not ugly. I do this every... They just took your energy. You see how that kind of works? So the things that people do, recognize that. And also too, if people are hating on you and people are trying to take your energy, if you're on a certain vibration, you become a mirror to other people. So they only hate you because they hate themselves. You become a mirror to other people. So once you have that knowledge as well, a lot of things that people do and say to me, I don't really take effect to it because I realize they can't even help it. They have something within themselves that they have to fix. And until they fix that, they will continue to hate me. And I truly do feel bad. Like, I don't hate anybody in this world. Hate is a strong word. I just wish that people could figure it out. But until they do figure it out, here are the tools to help you guys deal with all these haters out here. But what's the next one I do? So number two will be this thing called agree and amplify. So what I do is I agree with what people are telling me, and I just amplify to like an over exaggerated like factor, pretty much. Like, let's say that someone came up to me and called me short. I'll just be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm like the shortest person ever. I'm the shortest person in the whole world. Now, what that's going to do is going to disarm your attacker because what they're hoping to do with that, they subconsciously thought that they knew your weakness. They knew a chink in your armor. But by you saying that, you staying calm and you just saying like, hey, look, I know I'm the shortest person in the world. It's just going to like make them not know what to do. If you have an experienced attacker, they might throw something else at you. But the techniques I'm kind of giving you guys, just keep doing it until like they get disarmed. But 90% of the times when they throw that first attack at you and you do agree and amplify, it's gonna throw them off. They might say something, oh, so you agree with me? And then you say, yeah, I do agree with you. Because you know deep down, like the things that people say about you doesn't really affect you. You have this inner confidence about yourself and you're not chasing external validation. Now, number two, you can do this thing called a pressure flip. So sometimes people might ask you a question because they're trying to get you into their frame. They're trying to ask you a question sometimes to make you look bad, to make you doubt yourself. What the pressure flip does, it doesn't allow you to step into someone else's frame. And on top of that, it lets the other person know that you know what they're doing. So then they will just stop. Like one example is I do TikTok lives. I go live like every day. And this one person had commented, she was like, why do you go live every single day? And not just commented back, like, why not? Like right there, me asking that question back took the pressure off me and put the pressure on her. And 9 times out of 10, they don't really, if you're commenting, they sometimes won't answer it. If it's in person, if I say like, why not? They might be like, oh, well, you don't like, then they kind of step into my frame and then I remain like in control of the conversation. Life is just like when you're having conversations with people, you gotta be like a conversational ninja. And don't get me wrong, like all these things I'm telling you, it's not like you're going to watch this video, go out there and then automatically know how to protect your energy, because you can try to train yourself, but the real world just happens way too fast. And the things you're training yourself for, someone might throw you something and it might just throw you for a loop. Current things that I'm studying, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm going to have this down packed. But then when I go out there in the real world and try it, the real world's a whole lot differently. Everything's happening at a speed that my mind can't really catch up to. But take solace in this. The knowledge that you learn, it's always going to be in the back of your brain. And the more you implement it out there in the real world, the information is going to slowly like catch up with the physical. So to the point where something that you're practicing, sometimes it might seem super hard. And then one day it's all going to click for you. And that's what I like about YouTube and I like about social media. It's like I'm talking to people every single day and I'm getting people hating to my face. And I'm learning how to handle it in the moment. Sometimes people throw me back a bit. I'm like, ooh, I should have said this and that. But by me thinking like that, it's making me become a whole lot better for the future. And that's why a lot of people say like, hey, you seem like really natural when you're doing these lives. And you seem like you could really handle haters. And you're staying calm, you're staying detached. And I think that just comes with meditation for keeping me calm. But also too, I'm a very like observant reflector. So things that I kind of go through like day to day, I'm always learning from my mistakes and trying to push on. And that's how everyone needs to be. Like once you get to a certain level and you're learning, you're reflecting, you will get to a certain point where you become like Neo in the Matrix and people will not be able to take your energy. And then you're going to be moving around with this kind of aura to you where people are going to kind of feel that and know they can't get away with those different types of things. The things that I'm telling you guys right now is things I have to deal with on the internet, because everyone feels safe to say something to me behind a screen because they don't have to face me, look me in the eye, like face to face. But in person, people don't really hate on me to my face. And if they do a little covert stuff. And if it does happen, I just kind of call them out like immediately. But before I was like even like thinking like this, like on this path of like raising my vibration and energy, people would catch me aback and they realized they could take my energy because I didn't have any boundaries. But that's the last thing I'm going to leave with you guys as well. Another way to protect your energy is having boundaries. If you don't have boundaries and you are a good giving person, people are going to take from you. And that was my issue. I never knew how to say no. I always let people trauma dump on me. And that's what was causing me to like have bad relationships, like all these different things. Once you learn how to say no, once you learn how to have that little assertive edge to yourself, you will find that people can't really drain your energy like willingly. Like, of course, I don't want you to become the cynical asshole. You're going to like learn how to have balance where you're learning who to give your energy to and who not to. You can flip the switch, you can flip it off, but that all comes with practice. I think some of you guys are going to think like, I don't want to be inauthentic, but you got to also know that a lot of people out there in society isn't as authentic as you. A lot of people are putting on a character and trying to drain you of your energy. And don't look at it as putting on a character. Look at it as I'm putting on protection when I go out there to deal with these demons. So yeah, guys, those are some of the things that I use to protect my energy. Once again, all these little gimmicks I gave you, just love yourself at the end of the day. Like you truly love yourself, look yourself in the mirror and you like what you see in the mirror. The things that people say about you, the toxic things that people try to do to you won't really affect you and you won't really take it personal. But guys, that's it for this video. If you guys found any value within this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.